Hello, I'm artist Lindsay Nails, or LD Nails, and this is my best friend Diego, and we are in LaBoiteaux Woods today to talk about making art in Cincinnati Parks. So what I have with me is my sketchbook, a homemade Acorn Cap ink, and a couple of different pens by Diego. I've been spending the fall learning how to make different kinds of natural inks, and in the process of that I've learned all about different kinds of oak trees and how different species of oak trees have really different acorn caps. So I just walked around a little bit in the woods here today and found a couple of different kind of acorn caps to talk about how different they look, because I really didn't know that they could look that different until maybe this year. And I didn't actually find this here today, I found this in Burr Oak Woods, but this is a Burr Oak Acorn Cap, which I think is one of the coolest looking acorn caps. And I just think it's such a fun and interesting thing to learn more about the trees in our parks, and that these are both from oak trees, but they look so different. What I like to do for fun day in the park as a sort of creativity exercise or warm-up exercise, this is something that I think is great for kids, for artists, for people who don't think of themselves as artists, for people of all ages, and you can use it as an opportunity to learn more about the plants and animals around you. You can use it as a science lesson, you can use it as part of a mindfulness meditation type practice. So basically I just like to not have my phone with me, although I'm a little bit cheating today so that I can make this video, and sort of just pick something at random and draw it. So I'm just gonna go with this one and use my homemade Acorn Cap ink. One of my very favorite things to do as a warm-up is to draw a person or a leaf or any kind of object without looking at my paper. The setup that I have here is going to make that a little difficult, but I promise I'll try not to cheat. And that's just a good way to turn on your art eyeballs and switch from thinking, I know what a leaf looks like. A leaf looks like this, to really looking at this particular leaf, the really interesting negative spaces and all the different shapes you find when you're looking at one thing really closely. Alright, I'm going to call that good enough. And another thing that I like doing is just giving myself time to play and have fun and draw whatever I want. And I think it's important to me as an artist, as someone who makes art for a living, to remember that this is something that I actually enjoy doing, that I like to do it for fun, and it isn't just something that has to be about stress and deadlines. And I find that it's especially easy to remember that when I'm in nature and drawing things, drawing plants or animals, that it can be really restful and restorative and fun. And I think it's important to make time for fun.
Joseph, an eastern box turtle who helps the Parks Department out with their educational programming. Eastern box turtles are the only land turtle native to Ohio. They are reptiles, meaning they are cold-blooded, have scales, and hatch young from eggs. Box turtles are called such due to a hinged bottom shell called the plastron that can cover the turtle's head and front legs when pulled inside the shell, forming a hard box that protects the turtle from predators. While out exploring, you can gather natural materials like leaves, pine cones, nuts, and feathers found on the ground. punch holes in the leaves using a stick or hole punch. Using ribbon or string, you can connect the natural materials together to create a mobile or garland that you can display at home or outside. Use the leftover items as inspiration for drawings. Take the time to look a little closer and examine each item. What patterns or textures do you see or feel? How will you capture that through a sketch?